let's build something
Fucking
that's
new,
current.
cunt. I mean, like, because
But
by the time
the
we
thing
finish building it,
was,
it's going to be further out date, isn't it? By the time
no,
we finish
you know,
building it, it's going to be further out of date.
the only problem is that the environmentalists got a hold of it because they don't want them. They have to build the reactors here.
Yeah. I'm not against, tell you what, I'm not against nuclear reactors and nuclear energy. I'm not against that shit. Like, you know what I mean? I really aren't, because it's a fucking technology that we developed that should be fucking being utilised, because it is a bit cleaner than we're currently using. It is a future tech, you know, like, that we've got discovered that we're underutilising, and it's only because we've had examples like Chernobyl and shit that we're petrified of it.
If you saw how efficient even like an American
Nuclear reactor,
destroyer
yeah.
or an air force like a carrier,
Yeah.
and they can stay out at sea for a few years
Yeah. And they've got
on
nuclear
one
reactors
power
and shit,
cell.
yeah.
Well, on one power cell.
Yeah. But that's what I mean, like, this is a technology that it's a no-brainer. It's better than anything else we've got on, like, you know, the fossil fuel scale or anything like that. Like, nuclear energy is, you know, God power. We know this. Let's not fuck around. It is God
But
power.
those ships don't even have like diesel engines or
Yeah.
anything like that. They've got electric engines that
Run off the reactor.
this reactor.
Yeah.
It's just incredible the way they work.
So, I mean, like,
Like
it
they
is...
are the most efficient things
Yeah.
running around on the planet. And
The only problem is they can, if, you know, attacked, they're a bit vulnerable, and they can be devastating if, you know, they go wrong. That's the only downside of it. But with great power comes great responsibility, as they say.
Well, see, the nuclear test yielded a couple of things, and if you watch anything on aircraft carriers, what they did was when they did the nuclear test, they controlled the see how they could damage up.
Yeah.
And from that they learned valuable lessons on how to build like not unsinkable carriers, but carriers that wouldn't suffer a nuclear meltdown.
Yeah.
And that the reactor itself is just encased in steel and concrete in the middle of the ship. Like it's virtually impenetrable.
Oh, exactly, because they understand the danger of what goes wrong, when it goes wrong, yeah?
Even a direct hit from a torpedo will not get near the reactor.
I mean, we developed that power, but as humans, we haven't used it for its positive capabilities at all, because we're quite scared of, you know, reactors failing and stuff like that. But we're more than happy to make fucking thousands of bombs that we know go bang and drop them.
Right, but we've seen the consequences of the reactor going wrong, whereas
then why are we so scared of the reactor, but not the explosion?
There's not a lot of people that have seen the explosion.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
So
why
they're
are we
not
so
fearful of it?
Yeah, but how many of us have seen a reactor fail as well? Not many.
No, but we've seen it all on TV. I mean,
I've seen tons of nuclear bombs on TV.
Nuclear bomb footage is that old now. It's so grainy.
Still scary.
I wish they could get a new one, to be honest, in 4K, so people could be in awe of what it really is.
I felt sorry for the dudes that actually had to witness that first blast, because they were too close to the actual blast, and they got mad radiation fucking poisoning, were rendered infertile and all the rest of it. The American government covered this up under the charges of, if any of these soldiers say anything, treason. But basically those soldiers were used as a test to say how close can we get humans to this blast. Yeah, I mean, they didn't know that radiation was going to come out of it and stuff like that. It was the first time we tested the goddamn thing. But the people that were present at that first explosion, all of them were rendered infertile and radiation poisoned, because we were dumb and we were too close.
They had blokes at just about all of them.
You know what they were, yeah.
And they'd be in foxholes.
Yeah, and you know what they were told to do?
In the foxhole.
Yeah, and they were told to do this. Oh, if it's too bright, cover your eyes. What? What? Okay. It's bright, and that's like radiation poisoning and shit. Like, the soldiers actually now, because, like, you know, times went on in history has revealed this, you know, ugly fact, but the old men that are now pretty much dead, because that generation's dead, but those old men flash back to it and they say, You could see your skeleton through your hand. The bright,
Yeah, you
the
could
flash
see the
was
bones
that.
in your
Yeah,
hands.
you could see the bone. Like it was like looking at an X-ray of your hand when you held your hand up to shield your eyes from blast. That's how intense this light was.
And mind you, that was through your eyelids.
Yeah, and that's through your eyelids with closed eyes. You know what I mean? Like fucking like think about how those guys were way
You
too
could
close.
see the bones in
True.
your hands.
Those dudes were way too close, yeah? I can understand why they got radiation poisoning because you were too close. And we knew no better.
There were heaps of them that were too close, though. They did it for years.
Yeah, and we knew no better at that time because radiation effects only kick in after a time, correct?
Well, miraculously, it didn't affect all of them either.
Yeah, oh, the ones that were really close, we were
No,
rendered infertile.
Didn't
instantly.
affect all of them. No, not even that. There were a lot of them that didn't get one symptom, didn't get cancer, didn't get anything.
Nah.
No, nothing. Some of them died horrible deaths.
Well, that's the thing, but we knew at that moment that we were playing with the power of God. You know what I mean? Like, and, you know, it's ignorant to think that we weren't. I feel that we've underutilised the power of God because we could be using it as, you know, say, energy source and all the rest of it, but we're more fascinated with making big bangisms.
They knew early on that they were onto something.
Yeah.
Because they didn't just make a big bomb and
split the
set it off
molecule.
and
You split the molecule, that's what you did. You
yeah,
split
they
the fucking
didn't
molecule.
just make that big bomb though and set it off and just put their fingers in their ears and just hope it went off. They had a series of minor tests, so making a nuclear bomb as big as a firecracker, and they knew they were onto something because they put the nuclear bomb the size of a firecracker in the middle of the car, and there was nothing less than the car when it went off. Like, there was absolutely nothing left of the car, it just obliterated. So they knew they were onto something.
And we use it for the wrong reasons. You know, it was initially invented as like, you know, a way to power the human race for the future and all the rest of it. You know, noble pursuit that was turned into a weapon of mass destruction just because it could be. Just because it could be. True?
Well, also the scientists that were doing all this at the time also knew the capability of it. That you could in fact do this in the atmosphere and cause a massive explosion. So they were very savvy early on that from the get-go pretty much that they knew that this was an unstable thing. It wasn't
Eisenhower's
taken
famous
lightly.
words. Well, Eisenhower's famous words, I become death, the destroyer of worlds. That man knew what he had created, correct? His words
Well, they
reflect
knew
that.
what they created.
Yeah.
They had no doubt. There was
That's
no
the thing.
doubts
Yeah.
about what they created.
Exactly, and like that
They
statement alone, I
created
become
pure
death,
death.
the destroyer of worlds, is a serious statement.
Yeah.
This is true. We did at that point become death, didn't we?
They had become pure death at that point.
Well, we controlled the power of, you know, death. Or as close as we thought we could control it, I suppose.
Just know if one drops and you're within about
Yeah,
10 to 15 k's of it, you
Death.
won't even know.
yeah.
You won't even know. You'll be dust before the thought can go through your head.
The day that humanity mastered the art of death.
Somebody's already done the
Oh,
song.
I love it, I love it.
That is beautiful. People are gold. Really.
We're gonna get so much fucking content and value out of this
Yeah,
shit.
absolutely. That's probably the best one so far. But
They've got the picture of the mummy.
you can't just slap through stuff because your wife's got no
No
hair.
hair.
Right.
And it goes with it.
It does.
It does. It goes
so
with
good.
it so well.
Humans are cruel. Humans are fucking cruel.
And your wife.
Chris Rock could be loving this shit. He'd be looking at all this shit, and I can just picture Chris Rock would be sitting there with tears streaming down his face, going, "You know what? It was so worth it. It would be so worth it."
He would have said it was worth it just for that.
And when in the fucking thing when Chris Rock on stage where he says, "Well, this is the greatest moment in TV history," he knew what he had. He knew he was just part of one of the greatest moments in television history, which it will go down in history as, I think. They're going to be talking about this shit for years to come. Like, but that's what I mean. Like, this is in our pop culture now forever.
How are we going to be talking about this in the context of remember that night fucking Will Smith fucked his career? Like,
Yeah, if I going on stage and slapping the fuck out of Chris Rock.
yeah.
You're going to be telling your grandkids.
It's just got a Kanye feel to it, you know. Remember that
those
night that
those
Kanye fucked his career? Yeah.
Those memes are up in comparison to where, you know how Kanye's sitting there and he's sort of like all smiles and then he goes all serious out of nowhere?
Yes.
They've got him and Will Smith side by side and it's exactly the fucking same moment where he's all smiles and then, oh fuck, you know, like, I'm not happy now, I love my wife, I love my wife.
Yeah, as soon as he thinks there's some cunt looking at him, he goes all serious.
Yeah, he goes all serious and broody, like, uh-oh. Yeah. He can't look Chris Rock because your wife's got no hair. Fucking cool ass people on the internet. Absolute gold, but fucking cool ass people on the internet. That person went viral overnight. I like the fucking memes that are like, you know, in the Japanese anime cartoons where like you'll have two opponents walk up to each other and they're like, "Nani?" And then swing, you get the big sound effect and shit. It's like people are doing that shit with it on the internet as well. Nani? Swing! And just like, yeah, you see this slap and you got all of the anime fucking like words on the screen like slap and shit.
You wanna fight?
Because you can use that with the sort of like fucking one where they dub over and also turn his mic down. You want to fight? And then he storms the fucking stage.
Damn you! I used to do that very well.
And because they've also got like slap competitions in America, like proper slap tournaments and that, they've actually, you know, superimposed Will Smith and Chris Rock's face over like, you know, slap tournaments and shit like that. The internet's having like an absolute fucking field day with it. I recommend watching Moist Critical's fucking video on it because he watches more slap championships than anyone I know, so he knows the slap. I mean, like, as he says, I'm like the resident expert. He goes, I make my YouTube channel on watching slap tournaments, for fuck's sakes. I've seen like thousands upon thousands of slaps. So if there's anyone here to tell you if this slap is real or not, I'm that man. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen like thousands of slaps. And yeah, fair enough.
It was a half-hearted poke at best.
Even Aussie Man reviews, fucking sort of, he's the only one I've actually seen doing his video. He's like, what the hell, Chris Rock, you know? Like, fucking, sorry, what the hell, fucking Will? You hit Chris Rock like this, and then he shows another clip of when a reporter actually asked him a question like years ago, and Will Smith gives him like this little half-assed love tap, you know, just like this little slap to the face. And so Aussie Man plays that footage, and he goes, you know, you're a bit more tamer in that slap, Will. Like, what did Chris Rock do to deserve that one? Like, how Will Smith treats, you know, like fucking the general public and how he treats Chris Rock. Yeah.
Well,
but it brought to the attention that it's not the first time Will Smith slapped a man. Aha, see? That's the thing that I took from that video. I was like, oh wait, so he's actually slapped someone in the past as well. It's not the first time this man slapped a guy.
He's a slapper.
He's a slapper. Will Smith likes the good old slappity slap.
Yeah.
It's a fucking great joke. It is. It's a fucking great joke. That's a flawless joke, true? Flawless. It is. It's flawless. Another flawless joke. Another fucking flawless joke. But now you can understand why Will and Jada hate him, yeah? Because of the previous jokes. Yeah, from the previous jokes. See, he was holding a grudge from the previous jokes.
That was 6 years
Yeah,
ago.
that was 6 years ago. You've been holding that grudge for 6 years?
Yeah, I reckon so. I reckon she has. And
Yeah, at least. At least. She just doesn't like Chris Rock. She would have went home that night in 2016. I really hate Chris Rock. You know what I mean? Like,
she didn't go. That was the thing. She didn't go. So.
Oh yeah, but she would have been
That's
sitting at
why
home
she
bitching
was-
to Will
she
going,
was-
I hate him, he's such an animal, rah 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 rah. You know what I mean?
That's
So
why
bad.
they were open season because they didn't go. Yeah, they were just open season because Will wasn't nominated. So, well, tough ditties.
Tough titties.
You can't win every one of them.
Yeah. But you can see why there's some, you know, bad blood between them, yeah?
Yes.
It's not the first time he's joked at their expense. And maybe this time he just pushed the people up in their eyes. Or Will's eyes. Whose eyes? I don't know. Fucking the pussy. Fuck. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, you crossed the line somewhere.
Yeah, go.
Look at coming.
Just some random guy.
It's the most Aussie thing I've ever heard. I'm serious. This is how Aussies are. Yeah, I'll fucking do that for you, bro. No worries. I've done it heaps of times. I've literally done that, Chief. Literally done it for my friends.
Yep, yep. Yeah, that is Lord. This boy's a legend. Shit.
How good are we? Like, Aussies are so good at it. That's what I mean. Like, yeah, I honestly thought it's good because I know so many Aussies that would do it in a heartbeat because we would actually be like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'll do that, and we do it well. Like, you believe that dude that he knows it, yeah. It's in our culture just to be able to be amazing actors for your mate.
We for you, brother.
Yeah, we got you, bro. We got you. I can do that for you. I'm done for bad monkey and shit, like, you know, fucking people ring me up, oh, you know, you reference, yeah, fucking, like, you know, like, just, of course you do it for your mates, it's really easy to do, yeah?
What questions do they ask? I've never actually...
Oh, they just like, oh, yeah, how long do you have you known the person for, you know, like, pretty much as you just did there, how long do you know the person for, you know, like, for your art, you know, are they honest, trustworthy for your, you know, like, opinion, blah, blah, blah. You know, just all of those simple questions that were pretty much asked by him, that was, like, pretty actually to par of what they asked. Bar the whole speaking of languages and shit, that was a bit fucking drama. You know, like, they asked pretty standard questions like, you know, what your character reference of this person. You know what I mean? But that's where I like the character reference system because it's so fucking easily abusable. You just need to get a mate to answer that phone.
I mean, you're bothering people that,
Yeah.
you know, that you don't know.
Well, that's what I said to Max Employment. Like, you know, you want me to write down references? I have no references on my resume, Chafee, as an example. I've got none. Zero. No references. And as Max Employment and that said to me, you've got to have references on your resume. And I said, yeah, but ones that you don't have none like me, because I don't have any. I didn't engage with these people, didn't get too friendly with them. I don't have references of people because my attitude is I'm there to work, not know you. You know what I mean? So fuck off. I don't need your reference and all your applaud. I had a job. Now that I don't have a job, I need references. Well, I got fired from my last 3 jobs. How am I going to have a positive reference? Like, honestly. And they're like, oh, well, you just got to, you know, like, just put someone down. I went, well, then what's the point of a fucking reference? I said, I'll just get one of my mates to be a reference. Oh, yeah, that's good enough. And I went, well, then what's the point of a reference? As if my mate's not going to say something good about me. A reference is a waste of time. It's outdated. It's not needed.
I don't like it.
It's shit. It's not a valid system of judging a person because you can manipulate it too much in your favour. You just put down a whole bunch of people that know you, that say positive things about you. I mean, pretty much every reference that you call up, no one's putting down references that are going to give them a bad rap. True? No one's doing that. No one's putting down a person that's going to possibly say anything bad about them. So a reference is really worth anything? No, they're not. Everybody that you call on a reference says good things. Kind of ridiculous to just do that, yeah? References
I didn't know
shit.
I didn't know that's what a reference was.
That's That's all it is, Chafee. They just ask you your opinion on a person. That's it.
Was on your previous managers. That's what I
you can use anyone. You can use anyone, Chafee, as long as they can play the part.
Honestly, I went for a job.
If you need a reference, put me down, Chafee, because I'll sell you really well. Like, I'm telling you, you just ring me up and tell me what you want me to say and what job you're going for, and I'll get you the job, bro. Put me down as a reference. I've got nothing.
Specialist.
Yeah, I've got nothing but spare time. If they call me up, Chafee, I'll answer that phone. I'll be like, yeah, I know, Chief. He's fucking this and he's fucking awesome. No problems, bro.
Open heart surgery.
Serious? No problems at all, Chafee. You ever need a reference in your life, put me down, bro. Put me down. I'm serious.
Yeah.
And I'll give you a good fucking positive glowing rap every time.
Chiefy is an astronaut. Secret agent.
Yes, he was an astronaut for 10 years, and then he finished out his time in the US Air Force.
You know that documentary James Bond? That was based on Chafee. Like, it's an actual documentary. That was actually Chafee. You just don't know.
Chafee's a fucking, he's a mad driver. And I've seen him set with a gun and fucking...
Yes, and
with a gun.
That documentary, Rocky, was loosely based on his life.
The Transporter, another series that was based on him, on his driving skills alone. Like, that was him. He was the Transporter. You know something, Transporter. It is the Transporter.
Doesn't talk like Jason Statham.
Denzel Washington stole half of his lines from this guy. You don't even realise that Denzel Washington made his career off Chafee. They had Chafee's lines.
The Book of Eli, it was supposed to be Chafee, and Denzel stole it at the last minute.
That's the thing, like, that's how fucked up that system is, Chafee, that you can just get a friend to give you a reference. That's all it is. That's all it is.
So he had to
No.
put down.
How are they meant to know that I'm
your
not your
former
previous
manager.
employer? Are they going to do that much research, Chiefy? You're giving them too much credit. They're not going to do that much research. They're going to take
No,
it
that's what I
at
thought
face
you had to
value.
put down. So you had to put down who your previous
Yeah,
employer was, and then their
you
number
say
and
Aaron
name.
Dragon was my
And
previous
that's all I
employer,
did.
and you just
And
say
then,
that I
you know what
was your
happened,
employer,
though?
and I just play the part.
What
Yeah.
happened was that I was still with my current employer.
Yeah.
So
I
he
did.
received this call from from this job
I
opportunity. So that's how he found out I was going after another job, because they called
They
him up for a
rang.
reference.
Yeah, they rang.
Oh yeah, so that one backfired on you. To a
No, that was
degree.
a good thing. No, it was just sort of, he was going to back me up anyway.
Yeah.
Because
But it would have caught him off guard going, fuck, I'm about to
but it
lose
caught
an
him off guard
employee.
because
Yeah.
But he knew.
Who do you think I used, Chiefy? Because I hadn't been employed for a couple of years because I had my long break.
Johnny Mac.
No, I used Tommy.
Oh, Tommy. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And I'm a mad actor, Chiefy. Like, I'm serious. I'm a mad actor because I'm like pretty articulate on how I speak and shit. So trust me, I can fucking sell that shit better than most people. I'm telling
Tommy
you.
told him I'd been working with him for 3 years.
It's just funny. I rocked up to work the next morning and fucking my boss comes up to me, Shawnee, I want to speak to you.
Yeah,
Just got a call from someone for a reference. He's out for another job.
30 minutes until entry.
Like, oh yeah, I've just applied for that job and put your name down as a reference. You know, you're supposed to put, you're supposed to. I didn't know you were using it as a reference. You got to let the people know.
Well, yeah, that's one of the rules, Chiefy. You're meant to ring up your references and tell them.
I sat there and went, yeah,
You know what I would have said?
I honestly thought that was that you had to put down your managers.
Yeah, but think about how stupid the system is, Chiefy. You've got to tell these people that you're putting them down as a reference, so you're preempting them to say good things about you, so a reference is pointless.
Well, that's why I would have
didn't think that was
thought.
good
I would
things
have
about it.
said.
I thought it was just basically.
Oh, they
They
don't go too far into it. Just
They make the phone call and they take the person for their word usually, and that's it. They don't look to see if this person's legit and all the rest of it. They just take the word of the person. If it sounds official and it works for them, then they're happy with that. Oh, it's such an easy system to screw over, but I turned around to the system and I said, well, I'm not willing to screw it over. You know what I mean? Like, I know that I can screw it over by just getting my mates to be my references, but I don't like that. I don't think it's honest, and I think it's bullshit. Yeah, and exactly, and that's what I said to him. I said, you pretend like you don't know the loophole, but you know the loophole, and you turn a blind eye to it. You're fucked up. You know, and I don't have any good, and at that point I had no references. And as I said to him, I said, I've got nobody that will say good things about me, because I don't expect people to say good things about me. That's the problem here. You know, I mean, I haven't went out of my way to make these bonds with people to, you know, as a fallback to have somebody that's going to say something good about me. It's never been a requirement of my existence, but now you're telling me that it sort of is a requirement of my existence. I've got to have people that can vouch for me and shit. Fuck, I wish I knew that earlier. And so I could have primed people to, you know, have my back and shit. Like, I was like you, I was late to the game, Chiefy. I was like, it took me a bit to figure out that that's how the system worked. You know, like, I was like, oh, well, now that I understand it, it makes no sense.
About me, if it was negative.
Exactly. So, you know, you weren't going around looking for references, were you? You were just doing you. You know what I mean? Like, but now that, you know, that's where it sort of caught me off guard, because you're telling me that I've got to have all of these references. Well, I wasn't out there trying to gather references because I had a job. I didn't think I needed to. Now that I don't have a job, you're telling me I need these references? Well, fuck, maybe I should have got myself some references because I didn't get any. My bad, if you get me. Like, that was the conundrum that I found myself in. Because how the fuck am I honestly going to put down anyone that's going to give me a positive reference, considering I got fired
no one
3
ever
times?
taught me. Like, I never learnt what a reference was. Like, honestly,
yeah,
no one told me. I was like,
yeah.
okay.
That's the thing. Nobody told me either, Chiefy. I was like, what the fuck?
I honestly just thought.
And then I figured out the loophole, which was that references mean shit. You just get mates to pretend to be people.
Fuck, even when I went for my first job, I had references from my high school teachers.
Like, I was using references when I used to do work experience and shit.
School. You learnt to do resumes in school, don't you?
Yeah, but they just, it wasn't even called that then, it was just
Yeah.
references. You
But
just
see,
had
I,
references.
See,
but I also disagree with that system, Chiefy, the resume system, because as I used to fucking argue with them, don't tell me that a bit of paper, with me writing some words on a bit of paper describes me. It doesn't. It's a bit of fucking paper with some words on it. And I hate that you just sort of dismiss people just off words on paper. You don't look at these people and interview them for the person that they are. The first step is, does the bit of paper tick the box? If the bit of paper doesn't tick the box, then they don't even look at you. You know what I mean? I can't sell myself well enough on a bit of paper, but I know I can sell myself well in person. That's my problem with the system, that I've got to get through the paper stage first. There's nothing I've done in my life that's going to be good enough on paper to get me through to that point where I can shine in my eyes, unless I start making up some utter bullshit like I'm an astronaut and shit on my resume. You know what I mean? Like, I'm serious. My resume's not strong enough to win me any invites to sell myself, for lack of a better word. So I'm sorry, I feel a bit disadvantaged. I wish somebody had taught me earlier that I needed a stronger resume and shit, with better references and shit, because my resume is pitiful. No references at all, and it's got like a job history that, you know, is 1 year working, 6 months not, 1 year working, 6 months not, 1 year working, 6 months not. It's not, that does not look good on your resume. Just chucking it out. It does not look good at all. It's not consistent, and they don't like saying it. They want to say, oh yeah, you worked at this job for 4 or 5 years. You're reliable, consistent. Somebody that's worked for a year and then unemployed for 6 months, that's inconsistent. You don't want that dude. Unfortunately, that's my resume. It's not fair to judge people in society off that bit of paper and that bit of paper alone, eh? That's what I'm saying. Give a person a chance to sell themselves. Because that's what.
interviews.
But
Yeah,
but
if you're
see,
looking from
the resume is the first step of selling yourself. You've got to sell yourself well enough on that bit of paper to then get the chance to sell yourself well enough in person. That's the problem. The bit of paper needs to go away,
Yeah,
and
but
you just
the
need
paper
to.
says a lot, though. It's what your experience is.
Yeah,
Like,
but it's not
what
in
you've
depth
done and
enough.
where you've
It's
been.
not in depth
No,
enough.
it's not in depth. But if you've got the skills required, like you put down, okay, they're looking for.
Oh, it's just a basic summary of you.
Cooking.
Yeah, it's just a basic summary of you.
They're gonna have a look at you.
Yeah. Oh, it's a good way to cull down the trash, for lack of a better
Yeah,
word.
Yeah,
you've
people
got
that
to-
have never cooked before,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's a good way to sort the fucking the herd out. You know, well, this is the portion of the herd we want to look at because they've got the skills. We don't want to look at these dudes over here because they don't have the skills. It's that simple.
Then you can look at people. Yeah, they got the qualification. It's a difference. Yeah, you got people with qualifications.
But that's the thing. We should just sort of skip that step of the paper and just sort of interview the person. Do you know what I mean? Like, and make the interviews quick. Have you got experience? No, you don't have experience. See you later. You know what I mean? Not what we're looking for. I'm sorry that sounds blunt, but it's the truth. You know what I mean? Like, you applied for the job, you got the interview, here you are, I get to see you as a person, how you present yourself and shit. Do you have the skills? No, you don't. Next, please. You know what I mean? Be quick about it. I mean, you know, you can be efficient, you know what I mean, at the same time, but you don't need that piece of paper step because it's not really working for most people anymore. It's an outdated method that needs a new modern variant. And yes, there is new modern variants like digital interviews and all the rest of it. We're slowly getting there. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm out of the system, so I don't even really know because I'm that far out of touch now. I don't even really know what they expect too much from you in there. Thank God. You guys are my discovery method there to understand how you guys exist in the system because you've got a bit of a different existence than mine. But it is interesting to me because, you know, I'd like to know how it's treating theirs out there. You know what I mean? Like, as I said, I don't have to do shit. They leave me alone.
Be unemployed for quids.
I don't like being unemployed, but hey, it is what it is. I'm just lucky that I'm unemployed in Australia at the end of the day.
Well, I did go through a few years of it because I wanted to, but
it's not for everybody. Some people are content with it.
I was struggling to find a job at one point.
It was a struggle living. That's why I got sick of it.
I was struggling to find some.
Yeah, but you know what's weird? You
if
can
I
actually
didn't
get
have 2 kids,
it was always
catch-22.
Right.
Did you know what's weird? You can get addicted to the struggle. Yeah, but you know what's weird? You can get addicted to the struggle.
You had experience, but then
like I did.
no one will give you the experience.
Yeah, like
Well,
I'm
I could get a job. It's just I didn't want one. So, and then when I wanted a job, I had a job within 2 weeks. So, I just finally got sick of it one day, and then went and got a job.
Well, that's why my resume is 1
Never
year on,
bothered me.
6 months off, because I would do work for a year, I'd lose my shit, I'd lose my job, and I'd know I'd get a job within 6 months. I just needed a fucking bit of a break in between, you know what I mean? And that's why my resume is 1 year on, 6 months off, 1 year on, 6 months off. It's not a healthy pattern, but it was healthy for me because I needed it at the time. You know what I mean? It's why I was losing my jobs and shit like that, because I was just getting too involved in it and angry and shit. So,
Over
6
a
months off,
24
I always
year
got another
period,
job.
Over a 24-year period, I had 2 jobs.
Well, I know I could walk back into bartending right now if I wanted to. Like, because, like, everybody I've learned recently, it's actually good for me. My mum's moved back down from Sydney, right? So she's went back into the industry that she sort of does, which is, what I did, gambling and bartending, right? So therefore, she's working down here at the Mill Bowling Club. And the manager that she works under, I used to actually work with him at the Italian club and at the top pub. I've worked with him for multiple years. And he's like, oh, like, Aaron's your son. He remembers me type thing. You know what I mean? And just says to my mum every time, like, your son just was so fucking great, blah, blah, blah. He was just such an amazing asset to the fucking field, blah, blah, blah. I just get all of these credits sung about me now to my mum and all the rest of it, because this is how these people viewed me in my role. It's just a pity that none of you said it when I was there. True. That's the way I feel about it, because all of these people are now saying all these positive things, like, oh, he was such a good worker, blah, 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 blah. How come none of you said that when I was there? You know what I mean? How come none of you said it when I was there? You know what I mean? It's good to hear it now, but I wish I heard it when I was actually doing it. If that makes sense. Kind of sad, that. You know, but it is what it is. But I know just through that I'll walk back into that industry with arms wide open, but like he's back type thing, because I was respected with what I did. It lets me know that while I was employed, at least I did the best I ever fucking could, and left an impression. And obviously I did. I mean, like, if there's people still out there singing the praises, then obviously I did it right. I was all joking around the other day, I get referred to as the Energizer Bunny. And that was actually, you know, like, in my fucking, like, work life as well, because that's what everybody used to say about him. You know what I mean? Like, you give him a job to do, and the guy just goes. He doesn't stop, he just goes and does it, and that's it, it's done. You know what I mean? You can't stop him. He's like the Energizer Bunny. It's like the nickname at the bar. You know what I mean? Like, so that's why I laughed the other day when you said that, because it's true. I'm the Energizer Bunny at work, in bed, everywhere. Just fucking everywhere.
Going the time.
But the only problem is I can't re-enter that industry because I can't stand on my feet for 8 hours a day. And it's unfortunate.
Maybe it'll stay awake for fucking 8 hours a day anymore.
Yeah. It's a bit of war, man.
Yeah, about 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
I'm saying, like, after lunch, it's fine. And then it takes a bit to get,
because that's hour 7 for me, that's the final hour, and that's when I hit that wall at 1 o'clock. Even if I'm out on the road, like today, I left Bayswater just after 1. So that took me back at work at about 1:45. And yeah, just that drive just seemed to take forever. Like a 3-hour drive instead of a fucking 40-odd minute drive.
Late.
Oh no.
Oh, fucking, I woke up to my alarm.
Yeah, I've
I
had
went to
days
rest
off,
in the
but I've
eyes,
never
and then
been
I
late.
went straight to sleep. I went back to sleep after I'd just woken up 3 times to my sleep alarms. The last one, and I didn't get straight up. I just laid down still, and that was the worst thing I could have done. And went straight back out to it. Then I woke up and I knew I was fucked because I didn't wake up to the alarm. That's when I knew I was fucked.
You're in a panic. Yeah.
I had to send a message straight away because it was already fucking half an hour. I could have been at work for half an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It would have been like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
See,
fuck. Yeah, that's
I sort of miss those feelings to a degree, but I don't, because it's such an unnatural way of living. It really is. It's not natural. It doesn't even give you a chance to wake up or nothing.
Fight it anymore. I really don't sort of panic anymore. Like I used to. Because it just causes too much.
Yeah, too much stress. Yeah.
I'm never late.
If you're late, you're late.
I'm never late. I get there at the same time every morning, 10 minutes to 6.
Better late than never, eh, Chiefy? That's a good philosophy, huh?
Never get there late.
I agree. Better late than never.
I can't.
I catch the same set of lights every morning. Like I'm just.
It does become a draining routine because everything's like, I'm going in peak hour now for traffic, so everything's slower. So, to drive to the train station and then getting on the train and people.
I've got a time down to the minute. It takes me 8 minutes to get to work. I leave home at 7:42 every morning. As soon as the clock in the car turns to 7:42, I put it in drive and drive down the driveway.
Pretty sure fucking habit, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. I've never been late. I've been there for 3 years now, and Bobby was saying to me not long ago, he goes, oh yeah, you've been here 3 years. And he goes, like, the people in the office were astounded, like, everybody else is late at least once. You know, at least 5 minutes late, you know, so you can't avoid the unavoidable sometimes. And he said, you're the only one that's got it down to a fine art. I'm the only one that has never been late. And I said it is, it's an art form. I leave the front door at exactly the same time every morning without fail. I've got it down to the minute.
Slap should be good on tracks.
That's right, Chief. Are you sure you want to come away with me? Because I'm pretty anal as to how I do things.
Not your best slap tracks, but...
Well, I can't see us staying together for too long. We'd get up to Queensland and we'd be like,
not
I'll see you later.
Not in my ways,
Don't,
mate.
as long as none of you,
as
long as neither of you get Ivan the Lat fucking on each other halfway through and just bury each other with the woods or something.
we gotta get past Belangolo. We're not fucking stopping anywhere near
yeah, exactly. Yeah, no stopping off and burying each other and shit like that. None of that.
Chiefy will fucking drag me off into the fucking forest, and that'll be the end of me.
Yeah.
In the line, shovel line the road. So why the fuck did you pack shovels?
Don't ask questions. Don't ask questions.
Just so you know, I'm leaving at 6 o'clock that morning, and if you're not behind me...
Hey, you gotta allow for blackfellow time, you know that.
No, I'm gonna be driving from 6 AM to 6 PM at least.
Yeah, you gotta allow another hour and a half for blackfellas. No.
They'll only be stopping for pisses and petrol, or diesel, I should say. Yeah, pisses and diesel, that's it. I'm telling the kids they can't eat. No shitting. I just want to be driving. Because it's a fucking long way, that's the only problem.
Oh, that's gonna be, yeah. Trust me, that's okay.
So I want to do at least 12. I want to even. I'm aiming for Port Macquarie now, Chiefy. That's how ambitious I'm getting. Port Macquarie's a bit over 12 hours.
Fuck,
I just don't want to do too much driving up that way in the in the dark.
You got 10 minutes, boys, to do a warm up on the Guna.
Oh, I don't think I've got the fucking brain power for it, honestly.
Nah, just throw down fucking any points then. Just fucking.
One race, maybe.
Yeah, just do one race. Just get points.
Just join at the last minute.
Yeah. And just start from the back and just get what you get type thing. Fuck it. You know? The only reason I would say that, because I think if you do get points, you'll get like a cash bonus when it's done. You know what I mean? Like, so why, you know, not get the cash bonus? I'm assuming it's going to give us a cash bonus for your placing. You know what I mean? Like, whatever it is. So you might as well chuck some points on and try to raise that up a bit there. If it's like going to pay you more for the higher you finish and shit.
I still can't believe 8 points.
8 points, I know, that's fucking criminal. That is fucking, that is criminal.
I think it's fucked to do 8 points. Stick it right up there close.
Well, at least this is the final round and you get a fresh roll next round. You know what I mean? Like, so.
I was going head over biscuit. I just got a fucking win, mate, and they just pull out a fucking 8 pointer on me.
Well, that Chukwugeti dude, fucking, that, you know, that I watch, that I was telling you about, Cheeky, he's pretty fast. He's running a 128 around this truck. So we're only 2 seconds off him.
I think I only did 130, 130 something on there, 34.
No, you got a 132.
132.
Yeah, I've got a 130.9, not like a high 130. So I'm about 2 seconds off him. But, you know, but the world's fastest is a 127.
That's messed up.
It's a fucking hard track. Like, I've done a fair bit of practice.
That's only like 5 seconds.
Yeah, I've done a fair bit of practice on this track, and it's like, it's just a difficult track. It really is. Yeah. But I actually really like it. Like, I don't hate the track. I can't say that I hate it. I actually do like it. It's like an American Bathurst to a degree. Because it's got the corkscrew and shit, it's got a bit of technicality to it. I don't know, that's what I like about it, but it's got a bit of a challenge. I mean, it's an ugly track. Don't get me wrong, it's pretty fucking ugly because it's just, you know, desert and sand and shit. Bathurst is a lot prettier, but it's got the same sort of feel. It's like a smaller Bathurst, yeah. You'd agree with that when you're sick? The Laguna Seca's like a smaller Bathurst, yeah? It's
just small layout.
I reckon our corkscrew's better though. Theirs is scary, but ours is better. Because you can hit our corkscrew at speed. Theirs is just like fucking, you just drop. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. It'll be an interesting race in 6 minutes, I feel. I just want to go to a good finish and take those points. Just put some points down. Because last week, or Sunday, I got retarded. I had recorded points, and I got a 6th, and it gave me 0 points because the race crashed. Oh, fuck it. Cheaty's going to go try and get himself 8 points again so he can get the 16.
Double figures.
8 points though, I still can't believe that. That's fucking, that's just shame, isn't it?
I don't know if that was, it was the last race I did, wasn't it? The win. Yeah.
Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah. I didn't
I'm pretty sure.
Almost 100% sure.
That was the third race.
What is it? It's fucking group
4.
Oh yeah, it's Scirocco. What are the other races? We got Kyoto Driving Park.
Kyoto.
Plus Dragon Trail Group 4. And Brands Hatch Grand Prix circuit for Group 3. Yeah. That's not too bad.
Oh, fucking hell, man. Fucking hell, man.
What's the driving park? Specific car type. Oh, it's a go-kart. Ooh. There's a go-kart racetrack. Get on it.
Andrew is flying. Fucking hell. Very flying. Really flying out. That was awesome from Andrew. 1025 from him on the BMW M4. That's gonna be a big question mark in my head for me to be able to get close to cars with unusual high amount of power like the BMW. So but yeah, GG's to Andrew. I noticed Andrew, whatever he drives, he's absolutely bloody quick. So GG's to Andrew. That's dominant. 1025 for total time. That's gonna be dominant for on Andrew's end. So yeah. 12 says this is just a walking practice. Yes, this is walking practice. Yes. Main race will start in about 19 minutes from now for the main race. Cesar Kaiba says run into the sand once on this track. Hard to come back at them. Capricorn, what's up, mate?
You did know it.
Says, what's up, Chupa? Entering
fucking
these races myself. Good luck to you, mate. Good luck. Dragon Review says you have 2 seconds on me. D Gaming,
Yeah,
what's up, mate? What's up? So, I think it's 4 minutes away from...
So I'm trying to sort of, well, I suppose, like, get as many call-outs on his channel occasionally so that my name gets fucking mentioned. Alright, so he recognises me. He goes, Dragon Reviews is a regular type thing, you know what I mean? Like, because that might get some of his people to come watch us. God help their souls. God help their souls. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, he's entering right now and he's live streaming, he's streaming shit. He's fast, bro. He's fucking faster than us. Like, fucking so much faster. Like, 2 seconds. He's a good racer. It's the other reason I wanted him on my friends list. It's a benchmark to compare yourself against, and he's fucking, yeah. He's a good benchmark to have there.
This guy's got like a fucking Xbox and a TV, like this homeless bum or something. It's all set up in the middle of like a roundabout. How the fuck does he get electricity there?
Generator hidden somewhere.
Or a power outlet on like in the centre of the roundabout. They do exist.
Probably a Jenny in the bushes.
It's on top of like a little cart, some little cart. So it's got the TV sitting on it, Sony, and then the Xbox underneath. And he's just sitting there playing his fucking Xbox in the middle of the roundabout. Cars driving around the fucking... Or is it like an island, maybe? It's in the middle of the street, anyway.
1 minute until entry period starts.
What tyres do you have to get on here?
Racing hards.
Racing hards.
Yeah,
Tires is what wins a race.
Hardly racing.
fucking Hobbsy, he used to race with us on the Bathurst lobby. Fucking, he made me a livery last night. Fucking, really good looking livery too. Fucking got my number on it and everything. He made me my own custom livery. So fucking added that to the collection. The lift. Yeah, lift livery. It looks actually really fucking good. He done a fucking amazing job on it. But there you go, check it. Got somebody that made me a livery. Spectre.
Respect.
He was, you would remember Hobbsy. He used to race with that tan dude. Remember how you and me had the same liveries? Yeah, remember how you and me had the same liveries? And then fucking a couple of races later, him and his mate turned up with the same liveries?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hobbsy and Tad. That's Hobbsy.
Headshot. Hubsy. Headshot.
Manufacturing ranking.
Alright.
Manufacturer ranking is 15th.
Let's do some practice.
They're pretty shit.
Let's choose a different manufacturer next time.
Driver ratings up to C.
Okay. Here comes Turkey.
I got 56 points in the last one. So manufacturer ranking is 5 for me. Local ranking is 2nd. And regional ranking, Asia, Oceania is 485.
Yeah, I got robbed mine. I went down.
And I haven't got a round 1. I've got a 2 and 3.
This is the final round, thank fuck. Yeah, that's the test round, so.
Trying them in. Have a look at this shit track. Where are we?
I'll give it a second.
We're getting the second.
13.
How the fuck's he making it to the line of 128? That's just a joke.
I just did a 122.
No way.
Alright.
I'm gonna say, you did a 126.
No.
You got, I was gonna say you got the world's fastest if you did, because it's 127 for the world's fastest. So I was gonna say Mr. Sukita just comes, obliterates the world.
I might get a 156.
This is his track. We're just racing on it.
I just went off the road, so I could very well get a 156.
Oh, that's fucking gonna hurt, Drags. You were running fucking so good then. And I was killing my ghost, so I was looking at a 129 at least. But fuck me, Dan, I just hit that dip wrong. Way wrong. That little dip before you got the uphill to the corkscrew.
Does
that
it actually get some air? Because in the shadow when you
It
come
looks
down,
like it,
it looks like you get air.
It looks like you get air. I swear to God, my car's not on the fucking track and I come down off that hill.
Yeah, it just looks, because you see the shadow, it's like you're airing it.
Oh, you watch how much chaos is going to be there in this race, Cheeky.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, it's going to be pain. You're going to want to come through there clean.
Staying out of it.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm letting people go mad through there, because that's where I'm going to make decisions. I'm just going to try and be aware. It's a very demanding track from, like, you know, in that area. Everything else is not bad, but that area is fucking just criminal. Especially that little dip at the bottom of the hill, like before you go up to the corkscrew. That little dip is fucking, wow, it's pain. Because if you hit it wrong, you're fucked. dip drags. Have you go up on two wheels yet, Chiefy, while hitting those bumps in the first couple of corners? You know, that little red bump on the inside of the air cap?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
They shoot me those.
Oh, shit, yeah. You can get up on two wheels easy on this track. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'll get off the track. I don't think they bump me straight off the track sometimes.
I love that screenshot in the chat party of being up on two wheels coming out that corner.
Yeah. Use it to your advantage. Sometimes when you get the, you get a bit of air around those apex, it actually helps sometimes. Speed. Like
Sometimes, not always. If you hit it at the wrong, you know, angle, I don't know, that bounce is enough to just, yeah, fuck you, corner. I hate them. I do, I really hate them. It's just get your tyre as close as possible to it, that's the problem. You found a better way through that corner, Drags. Well done. No, so that dip's gonna fuck me. I don't know what to do there. Just throw it all away. My last section, guys. See, you fucked up that corner again, and look how much it goes for you by. And then you just fucking throw it away again through the rear drags. Why not? Let's just watch those 3 laps on the replay for now. Until the race starts. Replay, replay. Hey, fucking, wait a second, everybody's starting post times now. Fucking, what have we got? We've got Chopper Betty at 128, Baldy at 129, Scar at 129, myself at 130, Chiefy at 132, Ricky Bobby at 134, Throws and Tail at 139. Alright.
Yeah, I'm not having a good time. Can't seem to pull it together.
Oh, it's taken me fucking all day to pull it from fucking, what, 136 down to 130. So, it's taken me all day to whip off 6 seconds. Just through trial and error, how I fucking, I should do. As Chief was saying last night, so what we should do is if we're going to do these manufacturer cuts, you know, occasionally and all the rest of it, just for the, you know, before it starts, let's set up like a lobby and just the 3 of us fuck around on the truck. use that as our practice. So yeah, that was a bad point, Jazz. You gotta find a way to hit that fucking way better. And I tell you, if we get airborne going down that hill in a second, Chief, you gotta watch the replay. Oh, I think you get a little bit of a lift there. Just a little.
Not like it's not exaggerated.
Yeah, and like the shadow looks way more.
Airborne, like
Yeah, the shadow looks way more exaggerated. But I think you might get just like a little bit of, that airborneness. Looking at the replay. Fuck, the replays look so good. Man, look at that shit. With the ray tracing on, the way the reflections hit the side of the car, shit, yeah, they're believable. It's believable that it's driving past certain things on the track. So you can hit that corner on, you shouldn't go anywhere near the apex. That you're going to hit better, you should hit the actual bar. I don't like those replays. If I manage to fucking miraculously pull a fucking victory on any of these, fuck it, I'm just taking it. Not doing any more races. Might even take anything in the top 5. Two minutes until qualifier.
Officially open it.
It's found another second.
Nope, 6 minutes on this way.
Cheers for Yo man, good to hang today. Yeah, it was. Cheers for getting that sub. It's tasty. Yeah, no worries. Could you just transfer me that $1.50? Huh? Just that $1.50 for the guac. I thought you said you'd get the Subway. Yeah, I did. You said if I help you with your assignment, you'll get me Subway. Yeah, I did. But just like a regular sub. But you added guac. Yeah, I did. So that's extra on what we agreed on. You're kidding me. I only accounted for a regular sub. What, are you down to your last $10? No, I just want it to be fair. Who cares if it's fair? We're mates. I just don't want you to owe me any money. It's $1.50. I feel like we can't let money get in the way of our friendship. So let's sort it out now. Jason, you owe me a lot of money. From what? Ubers? Drinks? I'm always shouting you things. Oh yeah, but that's just all water under the bridge. Money you owe me. Look, I really don't want to be a hassle, but I only mentally committed to like $12. and it cost me $13.50. So I think you should just transfer me the money. You honestly want me to transfer you $1.50? I would. Because buying me Subway in exchange for a favour cost you more than you thought it would. Yes, correct. I'm sorry. ANZ are probably going to flag this as suspicious. Why? Because who transfers $1.50? It's mental. It's just I kind of need every dollar I can get. You have a job. You're a lawyer. Yeah, but I'm saving for a home deposit. I want you to go away and rethink your priorities. Like what? Like the value of money versus the value of friendship. I think this only strengthens our friendship. Well, you're wrong. I feel like you should care less about money. What? Okay, just transfer me the money. Let's just move past this. Can you do that? Fine.
That's so good.
Whatever. Did I tell you about this new NFT that I'm investing in?
Those boys are
Oh,
gold.
God.
I'm sorry, it's simple humour, but they're gold. They really are gold. we all do have that stingy mate. True, I will say that.
Yeah. They count for every dollar.
Every dollar. Yeah, they've got a bright future ahead of them as far as copy goes, as far as I'm concerned. I reckon they're going to do something. Because they've done it all themselves too, you know what I mean? Like, they're independent, that's what I respect about them. They're just doing what they want. And if you actually go right back to the earliest videos, Chiefy, you know the one for curly hair?
Yeah.
You should see him when he started actually doing YouTube. He was like actually quite overweight and all the rest of it. And if you look at him now, it's had a positive influence on him, you know what I mean? Because he's lost the weight and all the rest of it. It has really helped him, you know, for lack of a better word to say it.
Alright, let's race.
Exactly, let's get this qualifier done. Hey, coming out of the fucking pit sideways and shit, yeah? On an angle. Some dickhead is racing on his wet tyres to the car cars. To the car with the wet tyres, cuz. And fucking Kiwis. This Kiwi dude's sitting there in the pits on wet. Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Nah, no chance. Imagine though, we should.
Oh, that's what I'm hoping for, that we could actually get to a level where it does pair us together. Where we can get our sort of driving skills to a ratio where we're all pretty even to each other, I suppose. Come on, we're sitting in the pits or are we qualifying? What are we doing?
Don't tell me I've got different.
This again? Is it crashing? Yay. I think it's crashing. Are you guys going or not?
Yeah, I'm going.
I'm good.
Oh, that sucks. Why's my race got to crash? Oh, are you kidding me? I don't get to do the first race. Yay. I got robbed last week. Fucking in the last race. Here we are, opening race. Drags get robbed again. But then there's 4 races to come.
What does this count? Serious?
Fucking robbery, this shit is.
You join another one quickly before it starts?
Nah, because
Nah.
the entry's closed
It's
now.
already expired.
That's bullshit. So is it
So
the lobby
now-
or is it you guys?
Well, no, we're just all sitting here and everybody's in the chat like, what the fuck, rah, rah, rah. We're all just sitting here and it's, the clock's time remaining 7 minutes,
It's
so
a
it's
little
just
broken,
stuck.
eh?
Yeah, it is. This is fucked. 'Cause now I'm sitting here just like, what do I do? I'll just wait it out. It's not going to fix itself, but I'm going to fucking wait it out, Drags. Never know. Come on, fucking do something. Just keep on sitting here doing nothing. Shouldn't have laughed at the car cars on his wet tyres. My bad. Fuck, I made a joke. Come on. Oh. This is shit. It doesn't matter if it's a test session because it's going to be like this fucking during the actual season. It's shit. 1 hour of practice for nothing, bro. Try all day practice for nothing. Can't even pause it to exit or anything. Like, what? So what am I meant to fucking do right now? Yeah, I can. Pause it. Oh, wait, something's up there. Something's up there. Hey, something's up there. Hey, patience fucking pays off, drags. We're going. Hey!
That took a while.
Fuck me dead. How long did that take?
You get to get a qualifier.
Oh, we've got 3 minutes left.
Fuck.
This is going to be a nightmare qualifier because everybody's going to be fucking impatient. Better, because fucking we're just going to feel robbed. So I can understand their impatience, but fuck, it's going to be tough. Oh, it's going to be like a true qualifier over here. One fucking hot lap. Just you got out laps and that's it. This like just got to count.
Oh, you can't. You just fucking threw me off.
You got to start going throughout the fucking. Not start going. You do the quality. Swear.
No. No,
Feel
we're
down. Good. What doing stuff to get pretty shit. Swear these qualifiers. Get as much time on them.
Cunt just forced me off the track again.
You just pushed me off the track, cunt.
Let's go. Like a Korean car.
Oh no, we might squeeze another lap in. Yes, we do. Sweet.
You don't get the penalty, it doesn't go through your race.
Just wait count on your time on that last lap.
Just driving backwards. Just drive that way. Should have been quicker.
Oh, 42.
Hey, Drags fucking posted a fourth, 130. Four. That was intense.
Someone's got best time in his 130.
A fifth. I'm now fifth on the grid.
13.
Come on, fifth on the grid, fifth on the grid. Is that what I'm getting? Yep, fifth on the grid. Drags also fifth. I'll take it. Take it. Fuck. After a delayed fucking qualifier shit, I take a fifth. I'm happy with that. I think what it was probably the guys that left, their signal was probably bad. And that was probably what was holding us up. Well, it took 2 dudes to leave and then 2 dudes left and then bang, it just kicked in.
7 1 crazy.
And now I'm just stuck in a lobby full of Japs and Aussies with a couple of Kiwis.
You cannot make
Let's hope the start of the race goes a bit better. No, in 8 seconds. Good luck, boys. Good luck.
Red Bull Racing.
Nice. Yeah, I'm saying. I like the Tesla.
There's a few Aussies at the moment.
A Supra here with a 130. Then we've got a Lamborghini with a 130. We've got a Citroen with a 130. Then we've got a Skyline with a 131. And then we've got Drags.
Whatever the fuck you on there. Look at the Japanese fucking ride. What are you supposed to make?
Where's Auto Translate?
Shriefy, the mega. I'm the only cunt I swear who drives around. Anyway.
Great new choice, is it, Cheeky?
Yeah, I thought I'd try to do. I knew I was going to be a little
Yeah.
unique, but it was probably too much because I'm probably losing a little bit of time. Go for something a bit stronger. Yeah, I don't know. I've got no idea what stronger cars are.
Alright, here we are. This on the grid, Jags. Let's make this a,
Probably will go
let's try to get victory here, Jags.
get Porsche things.
If I can get, if I get a first here, I'm not doing any more races for the night. You know what I mean? Like, if I get first. That's if I get a first. Oh, I might even hold on to that. Like, I'm fucking top 5 here. Like, if I can make an improvement, I might keep it, but otherwise, if I go down, then I'll race again. I'm in a good position for one race a night, honestly.
Side by side, going straight to living things in the morning.
Yeah, the fucking way.
Oh, fucking fucking following you, man. Fuck, you know down the track there. Oh, lucky I avoided it. Good deep one. Fucking close. Perfect. I think that was just slow.
Seven laps.
Oh,
Seven
what?
laps. Wow. I didn't
Yeah,
realize
it
it's
is
seven fucking laps.
There's 7 laps. I've just got a half
Pretty
second penalty.
Seriously. It's gonna fucking wear the shit out of these guys.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
slippery
they're
and
gonna
slide
have
in
to
the
see.
fucking 2 laps.
Giving each other a good hammer.
Hey, Drags finally fucking passes him. Up to third.
Actually, fucking like it.
Cool. Ah, fuck yeah. Just put me off the track. You dog. I was on a fucking good time too. Fuck it.
Fuck the Korean. I saw the Aussie having trouble with the Korean.
Yeah.
Chopped the Korean. Fucking. Fuck off! What the fuck? Missing line, bro.
Fuck, I need a heart rate monitor right now. My heart rate would be fucking off its charts.
You really want that top 3.
Bro, I'm like chasing down second right now. Like fuck, like my heart's like fucking thumping. I can almost feel it in my chest right now. B the bait drags. B the bait. Go with it. I'm serious, B with the bait drags. Go with it. Go on. Hungry, Teddy. You know I am. She can feel me.
Stay out of the way, fuck ya. Oh. Just can't believe they just get in the fucking way.
Alright, Drags takes a third. Woo! Alright, now, is that good enough for the night? Or do I push for higher than a third? That is the fucking big question now. True?
Question.
Ah, this is the gamble now. This is what you explained to us the other night, Chief. This is the gamble now. Do I take these points and run for the bank? Or do I try to go better?
It's the question that drives it.
This is a conundrum that I find myself in. It really is, because I don't know what to do right now. What would you do if you got a third? Would you roll the dice again, Chiefy?
I'd hold it. I'd
You'd
play
hold it?
safe at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Sick in it? What would you do?
No, it's not the worst position in the world.
Third is good.
only a couple of. You could take away a few points for that one.
Yeah, alright.
Bag the points.
Bag the points, I reckon, on that one.
I'd bag it.
I'm
It is
gonna,
your first attempt, but everyone else's first attempt too. Like some will get better. They might throw you in a tougher lobby. Yeah.
True. What's that worth? That's worth 116 points. And the most I can get is 126 points for a win. I'll just take that. 100. Yeah, I'll take that. I think I might take that. Yeah. Well, I know that probably Teddy won't be in the next race. I wouldn't have to worry about Teddy. I could probably beat him. Yeah, I could beat everybody. I don't know what to do. Do you reckon you can win here tonight, Drags? That's the question. Do you think you can win here? I don't think I can win here. I actually think that a friggin' third is more than enough. The decisions. Fuck it, I'm just taking it. Nah, I'm banking that shit for the night. Done. Done. At third place. I'll take it. I do daily races, Dragon Trails. Sure, now. Car settings. That's mediums. What's the times here? Into that race. Yeah, fuck it. WB Manufacturers Cup, I got third. I'm happy. So how'd you go in your race, boys? Not bad or?
I went from 13th to 9th.
That's an improvement. I'll take it. If you're not going to do another race, that is, of course. You'd be happy with that.
One more.
Yeah, I was going to say you'd be happy with that if it was your worst case scenario, yeah?
Yeah, it's okay. It's a few points.
Oh, it's nice, it's an improvement. Yourself, Chiefy? How'd you go?
Pretty shit.
Pretty shit. So you gotta give her another crack.
Cost you.
The third, I'm happy with. You really can't complain with her for third. So I know my luck. My luck will be that fucking the race is nasty. I don't even want to test fate because the server might crash and shit, like it almost did at the start. So fuck it, I'll take those points, yeah, just in case it wants to crash or something. It's locked in now, so fuck it. We'll do the daily races instead.
What is the event schedule? Wow, it's season 2. Look at this. Friday, the schedule is Friday, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Monday, Friday, Sunday, Tuesday. Wow. Wow, this is going to be interesting. It's a different, it's going to be different for test season number 2. So, look at that schedule. Look at that schedule. That looks absolutely amazing. And you have, PP 730 on Sardegna. That's probably the, Group 3s and PP 730. 493 horsepower road cars on the Forest Raceway for round number 3. Scirocco. It's a one-main race off the Scirocco on Dragon Trail for round number 4. And wow, racing card shifter. That's gonna be whacked. Oh my god, that's gonna be whacked. But it looks like a very nice schedule for the Nations Cup. It looks like a very nice schedule. What do you call this for Nations Cup?
That was on
9
NASCAR, wasn't it?
rounds for test season number 2.
Don't know.
2022 exhibition series.
What's that one all about?
Test season 2.
Sorry, what was that, Jackie?
That one is,
Oh, that's the other one, where you have to race like road cars. You're representing your country in that one more to the point. So, that one I don't like because it gives you road cars, that type of shit. I'm not a fan. You know what I mean? With like road cars, they handle like shit. Whereas manufacturers companies race cars. So, yeah, that's the difference between the two, I suppose. Just looking at that list of the Nations Cup coming up, we've got like 350 horsepower fucking road cars and shit. You'll have to know about tuning and shit. I'm not interested. Not interested at all. Yeah, it's tuning shit, so I'm like, I'll stay away from that for now. So I think it's like, yeah, like 1-8 races and stuff like that. With, my type of thing. I'm sure Group 3 and Group 4 races. And then, you know, if I really have to, 6 spaceships. They'll be coming in sooner or later, I reckon. For the day. Hit that off twice, but we recovered it. I can get a bit of lift off that bit off the driving trail, but I didn't even realise that if you hit that curb, yeah, you just can't. This looks like such a flat of a curve, but it's not. Oh no, Papa's off the track. Yeah, just on the back of the very force. Otherwise my namesake. I haven't put much time into this track, I think, so far, so I'll take my third. See the night out over there, I think. more than track experience. Maybe a couple of things not bought off, but I'm not geared for that yet. And then said what I would call off. Qualifying time that I'm happy with. Might be actually a bit of a lazy day for this. I just want to do what City did yesterday, and then I fucking go to it. And made points in the fucking manufacturer's cup, and I thought I'd be there longer than that tonight to do it, but no, third is third. 116 in that lobby.
What do you see? What do you see?
Come up afterwards, like points fucking like when you finish the race, it will tell you like your current points, like active points. And like, yeah, it said like active points 116, total points 260 or something. So that's it. Adding 126 from round 2, paying to 20 points for the championship. I'm happy with that. For the test season that it was, but considering that I missed 2 rounds, I would have essentially banked 400 in my eyes if I had been able to do the other 2 rounds. But it robbed me on round 3, this game crashed, and I didn't even realise it was underway when round 1 started.
Uploaded on driver's game, not really.
He got into a game on his phone, I'll bet ya. And that time you had his PlayStation, he played the game on his phone.
Good try, Drakon, but fucking your dive bomb and the race too rough, and that's what cost you the time. Otherwise you wouldn't have had me go, just went through it. I'm just cruising around here having fucking fun. So I'm doing it. Hey, 1-star roulette ticket. Awesome. Prepared to get given shit again, Drax. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. What's the event schedule on? Yeah, they haven't updated the event schedule for Manufacturer's Cup. West 6th, Mazda 3s, before they calculate these points, but actually West 6th. Good old Mazda.
Who's first?
I'm not sure. I think actually Jaguar or something. Jaguar or Porsche are actually up there, I think. Which makes sense, the Porsche, yeah, definitely. Come on, give me something good. There's nothing good there at all. There was like nothing good at all. It's all shit. Hey, here you go. Here's like the smallest pile of cash I've ever got for drags. 2,000 credits. Oh my god, I needed it so bad. Have you seen the used car market today too?
Yeah.
You can pick yourself up a DeLorean Falcon
Yeah, I saw that.
for fucking $450,000.
400, yeah.
And the Sprinter Torino 1600 GT Apex, which I did buy for 48,000 because fuck it.
Yeah, I got that one.
Yeah, it's a Sprinter. But everything else I already own, so maybe. Legend cars. Did they do anything new in the Legend cars? No. See, that Porsche's already back, that Carrera Speedster, 1956. That was one of the first cars I ever had up there. It's already back. So, we'll right, sick unit, but the rotation won't even take it long to go through, as far as, you know, Legend cars are concerned and shit. Because I'm pretty sure that Porsche convertible was the first car that was available in the Legend store. Well, what to do now? Keep on going with the daily race, I suppose? Why not? What is the daily race C? Because Hobbsy was in that, so what is that track? Brands Hatch.
So the DeLorean
13 laps, fuck no.
S204.
13 laps is too much.
How much is a brand new DeLorean?
Can you buy it brand new?
Yeah,
From where?
from Brand Central.
What's it worth brand new?
Who makes them?
The DeLorean S204
Yeah.
is
Brand new.
525,000.
Ah, fuck it. Yeah, I'll take the fucking used one for that price then. Why not?
150,000 K.
I'm not going to drive it much to keep it. It's going to sit in my fucking shed. That's it. It's just going to sit in my garage.
We're gonna have a Back to the
Yeah.
Future race.
Well, mine's been worn in. I'm happy. Speed to the Future a couple of times, alright?
I'm buying a new one.
Ah, fuck that. I'll just buy the fucking used one. Mine's the one from the movies, so it's used. think those ones are all fucking wrong. Let's just connecting them on the left side of the road and the right side of the road. Kept them even. Can you put fucking like the brakes on these cars? No, I don't think you can. I think they've got the good brakes. So it just seems like it took a lot to bring that car to a standstill. Alright, when am I starting? 10th.
That fucking sportsmanship rating just goes up and down like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't sit in place for long enough.
Your bros here get executed. Nicky Bobby. Nah, all you gotta do is just keep that fucking, that safety rating going, Chiefy. The sportsmanship rating is just, yeah, just stay out of the fucking troubles to maintain it. As much as you want to, just have to avoid it, yeah. I know that, yeah, that I pull out of that pack and I just let the pack go. I'll even sacrifice spots for that shit to keep myself clean. I don't care. I care about being clean, not about your little fucking hissy fits as you fucking try to bash through everybody. If I see that happening, I just fucking back off completely. As I always say to people, I only drive at 90% of my skill because I need 10% to make moves, yeah. I don't try to push it 100% of the time. You know what I mean? So if I see that free there, there's as it's going on ahead of me, I'm only at 90%, back off faster, yeah. And then I can just hit the fucking accelerator and get past and push 100% for a second, I can give it a gun. If all goes according to plan, that is. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Thank God I didn't start up the corner this time. I fucking hate starting this truck in that corner. Oh, the second gear. It's like, oh, fucking mistake. You're a dickhead. You're a dickhead, mate. Why? Calm down now, dickhead. So you come out of there with fucking no sense of speed whatsoever. Why the play for Dragon? You got the horns, dickhead. I was taught that dive bombing Jap about 6 lessons in one. That was just textbook driving, I should have said it. It was really textbook. Got behind him and did the whole left to right switches and stuff like that to make him get confused on which side I was going to attack from and shit. It was fucking so fucking well done. The world is flat. Like this dude, I feel like just fucking rounding off the track I have that stick. What planet were you born on, bro? Earth or another one that's flat? We're gonna ask a question. So now he's got in my head because he's got like such a political thing on his car. Fuck you, dickhead. Now I'm thinking about flat earth theory and shit. Fuckwit. Oh, and he's just staying in front of me too now. Oh, fuck up. See how my brain works? Don't look at it, guys. Just drive. Yeah, triggered much, yeah. He's got blow me written on the back of his car. Blow you? Alright, I'll blow you in a second. You got it in my head, bro, and I don't like it.
Lucky. Sit down.
Come on, how did I see the track limit there? Oh, that was a race. Nice. I just don't feel good on this track for some reason. I usually like this track for some reason. I don't know. It just feels a bit loose and slippery. Did you feel that, Chiefy, on the daily race play? You tried to travel, but oh, that's a bit slippery.
Not fast enough.
Yeah, I just-
130, 1 and 132.
on Dragon Trail.
Yeah.
Serious? Alright, I'm not posting anywhere near it. 140s, don't you mean?
Dirt foot.
No, yeah, in the Group 4 it's 140, isn't it?
Oh, 141, sorry.
Yeah.
141.
It just feels like you go faster than that. But no, it's something holding me back. I don't know what it is. It's just a bit too slippery. No, calculate points yet? No. I'll have to worry about that tomorrow. I'm tempted to fucking race it again and try to get a victory. I really am. But no. Just hold your fucking third place drags. Don't think you've tossed in the mouth. Back to the balance of power race. Just keep the tyres on that I just waste on your fuckwits. 1 minute 40 is my qualifier. I don't know, I just feel like I should be able to go faster than that, Chiefy. Like up to A for your safety rating.
Oh yeah, I was down to B and then I just went back to A now.
I know, yes, it's frustrating how much it can drop and all the rest of it. You just got to get into that.
annoying.
Yeah, you just got to get into that class where everybody's like-minded like you, if that makes sense. Where they're trying to avoid crashes and shit like that. Like that's essentially where I am now, and you can literally see it on the track that these cunts are trying not to hit each other. You know what I mean? Like, as opposed to say, unfortunately, where you are, where cunts are willing to take that risk, and that's what's affected you. Those cunts taking that risk and damaging your score. Yeah.
Might be time to try another car. The Mustang goes.
The Mustang would go really well on this fucking Dragon Trail.
Super. Not sure it's super next.
On the next manufacturer's car. I'll probably go on Tenza again.
Yeah, I'm going to choose a different company for that one.
Yeah, I'll be going Mazda again. I was happy with what I saw.
I'll probably go,
Go something like Mustang. I mean, like Ford. I mean, like the Mustangs would be good. Like the Mustangs would be balanced, and we'll up and around them. Like, you know, on Bathurst for the
they tend to be
longest.
running hot at the moment. No one's driving them, so I don't know. The Tenza seems to be the most popular one.
Yeah, it does actually. I mean, like the Mazda is actually, you know yourself, you see it all the time, and it's pretty consistent. It's got a good balance to it. That's what I like about it. I like the shape, the look, everything about it, and it drives like really fucking well. Some of the other cars are a bit sketchy, you know what I mean? Like fucking, they're either too light or too fucking, you know, like drifty and shit. Like this just hits this perfect balance where it feels like a race car. I don't know, I like it. I like it a lot.
Chevy Group 4. Group 3.
points and throw down a qualifier and see what happens. I mean, Porsche would be a damn good choice for the manufacturer's cup.
F-type chargers.
We'll know tomorrow what came out on top of the manufacturer's cup, so tomorrow will tell us who won.
Good old. Remember your Aston Martin?
Yes, advantage. But as Bad Monkey says, it sounds like a wet fart, at least it's not pasture. Yes, it does, it sounds like shit.
We should do like a comparison.
Yeah.
Actually trying to compare them.
That'd be a pretty consistent car too. Online and Doma.
I want to buy them because I just do more of those missions. What's this place?
I don't know.
Displacement. What's your engine size?
What is that? like power up
Yeah.
How's this? What lap time do? See, I tell you, I say it to everybody, and nobody fucking believes me, and I'm taking a fucking screenshot of it because I'm fucking sick of this shit. Fucking, I really am. What lap time do you reckon I just set? You know how I love numbers and how numbers mean shit and fucking all the rest of it, right?
double zeros,
Nah,
triple zero at the end.
1 minute 40.666. That number again. The devil rides of drags. Fucking, I tell you, I always get 666s. I can fucking post that shit all the time. And you know what time I took off my fucking, like my best lap beforehand? Minus .420. I'm gonna have a bonk. Wow, that's what that screenshot says. 420, 666. Like, half me dead. Nah. I hate numbers. I hate numbers sometimes. It's all signs. Apparently sequential numbers like 666 is meant to be like mean that you're on the right path and shit, but I'm in the devil's company as well. Secure it. See, it recognises your presence here.
Alpha Romeo. 29. We're in the same fucking. Fiat. Super Nissan. Nissan. Oh, nice. There's your group for that one. Ooh.
When am I starting that 12th in the grid? Yay! Fucking Wally's back there. Alice Wally with his flat earth theories and shit. Fuck me. Hey, we got a team on the grid. You've got Andy, Gerger, and the Sandman, and they both got the same fucking livery. And G Mackie, that is the worst Larry Perkins fucking imitation. Mine looks way better. You know my Larry Perkins livery that I did? There's a dude here that's got an Atenza with one that's similar to the one I tried to make, but goddamn, mine looks way better. Fuck. I'm glad it was a one and done race for me right then. Kind of pissed off now. I would have liked to have got more races on the Vita Seeker, but hey, one and done. Fuck, that was a close race. But at least I beat that fucking flat earth wallow dude that pissed me off earlier. Now I feel better about myself. I don't know, it's just something about him. I just didn't like him. Promote flat earth. You don't do that in front of drags. You don't promote flat earth. It's nonsensical. It's one of my buttons that you don't push. Clean race too. Nice. Even though I hit that dude fucking hard as fuck. I still got a clean race. I love it. Hey, every time I fucking put the mediums on drags. Fucking bad. Oh, fucking go to the garage and fucking fix that shit now. I'm getting sick and tired of doing it already. You don't need for the fucking manufacturer's cup no more, so just put some fucking racing mediums on it. Do the daily race. Needs an oil change too. Starting to get a feel for this track towards the end.
If this is not your parents' braces, Invisalign.
Yeah, mate, fucking roadworks. Everybody loves hating on roadworks. You know, oh, they're too slow, the workers are lazy, whinge, you know? But as a road worker myself now, I find all that pretty offensive, you know? Because road work is actually pretty complicated stuff. I mean, we start out with a nice bit of fucked up road, usually one we just finished building. Spent 6 months and $250,000 putting 37,000 traffic cones up and down it. Then when it's go time, we just send one bloke with a shovel and let him at it for a couple of years, you know? Well, that's if you believe what the little sign says, mate, but it's only like that because we couldn't fit the 20 other blokes standing around doing fuck all into the little picture. But as I was saying, mate, I think all the stuff about road workers being lazy, that's just bullshit, mate, you know? Because ever since I started here, I've just been flat out, mate. And I'm actually doing very important work too, I'll have you know. I'm not just standing around, mate. I'm actually an integral part of this whole operation, you know? Oh, hey, mate, just giving you a heads up, you got a car coming your way, mate, over.
Yeah, thank you very much, mate. Thank you. I can see that, mate, actually. Thank you very much. You're a bit of a legend, mate. Thank you.
Fuckhead. But yeah, mate, roadworks are a bit of a weird one, you know, because unlike a normal job site, you can't exactly just fuck around all day, you know, because we're under a bit of a microscope with all the cars going past Sticky Beacon. Well, that's what you'd think. But it turns out, mate, the average motorist actually has no fucking idea what a road worker even does. They don't know what the fuck we're supposed to be doing. The fuck's this bloke doing? I don't know, mate, but he's got the high vis on, so he must be on top of it. On your mate. Yeah, see, it all clicked for me, mate, when I realised that the main goal of roadworks isn't to quickly build a nice and solid road, it's to very slowly build a shitty one and spend the next 20 years going back and forth fixing it up every 6 months, you know? I mean, it's not called doing a shit job. It's called job security, mate, you know? See, we might be smarter than we look around here, eh? But yeah, mate, as annoying as being on display all day is, all these pelicans driving past do present some interesting opportunities. Something I learned pretty early on is if you turn it up a bit, you know, when the cars are driving past, you know, make yourself look a bit downtrodden, like you've been working extra hard, they'll just start giving you free shit, you know, cold drinks and stuff. They think they're changing my life, but Really, I've got a full collection going in the esky already, mate. Hand over all the stuff that keeps falling off the back of trucks around here, mate, and you actually end up amassing quite a stockpile. Oh, I mean, I've had to start pawning it off to the other blokes just to try and get rid of it, you know? I mean, I've accidentally turned myself into the side smoko van.
Mate, there's fucking dirt on this.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry, mate. Here, look, I've got you something complimentary on the house, mate. Look, something sweet for you, a little sweet treat. Have a spoonful of that. Get that in your gob, mate. What the fuck? What's the matter, mate? Is this cement? Yeah. Hard the fuck up.
Waiting for that.
I like him. He's good.
He is good, eh?
He is good.
The way he just sounds and shit, like
He does the Aussie fucking stereotype very well.
He's pretty pro at it.
Yeah.
Fucking the way he talks, you know.
It's the common man. I didn't know that you knew of Garn. Garn's cool.
He sounds like a seasoned, comedian.
Yeah. Oh, no, he's
he's
one of our up-and-comers. You know, that's the thing. He wants to do it. You can see his passion, but he wants to do sort of stand-up comedy, yeah? And that's all his own shit. It's just him being his character that he's created. Yeah, he's an up-and-comer fucking as far as Australian comedy is concerned. We're only going to get it from the independent. Exactly. You're only going to get it from the independent market, like your Frenchies, this dude, you know, your Isaac Butterfields and all the rest of it. Have you noticed that these are all independent people? Yeah, I mean, that's the future, isn't it? Look at the Fairbairn brothers, you know what I mean? You can see that those kids passionately are pursuing a comedy career. You know what I mean? They're not doing it because it's paying them dividends, they're just giving it their best, yeah? You know what I mean? Because they want to do it. And that's what, I suppose that's what you see in him cheeky, but he wants to do that, yeah? He wants to, to create that character and shit, just be that character, yeah? And as we all know nowadays, you don't need to fucking go to fucking, acting school and all the fucking rest of it to become a successful YouTuber, do you? You don't. Think about it, you don't. But a lot of people adopt the process when their YouTube channel kicks off of, adopting a character that they play type thing. Well, people used to go to fucking drama school or shit like that for that. It's not needed anymore. Anyone can do that. It sort of shows you that all these celebrities that we worship, they're nothing special. YouTube's here now, everybody can get them 15 minutes of fame, yeah? It's not just, an exclusive club anymore. Because when we were growing up as kids, you had to know somebody, fucking do fucking schooling and shit to get into comedy and TV and shit, yeah?
Yeah.
Now anyone can do it. Anyone's got a camera that's willing enough to put themselves in front of the camera. And look at how much better comedy we get, true? Because it's independent and it's real. And it's people going, fuck yeah, I just want to do this because I think it's funny. And that's the funniest shit, yeah? As all these comedians say nowadays, jokes are jokes, and you've got to let jokes be jokes, and there is no rules on jokes, because jokes are funny and all the rest of it. If you start saying that you can't say this type of joke and that type of joke, you're going to end up with shit like, why did the chicken cross the road to get to the other side? I mean, because you can't joke about anything else, yeah? You can't joke about race, you can't joke about this, you can't joke about sexuality, you can't joke about, her having no hair and shit like that, you know what I mean? If we start going down this road and we can't joke about certain things, how fucking bland is comedy going to become? True? Because the only thing you're going to be able to laugh at is shit you don't give a fuck about. Yeah? That's non-offensive and stuff, and it's like, no, jokes are allowed to be offensive. Jokes can be incredibly offensive if they, want to be. That's the beauty of a joke. There's that fucking slap heard around the world again on TV. They love replaying it, don't they? They fucking love replaying it.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking every time you look at the TV.
Someone's got a comment on it.
The Project, there's an ad for the Project, and the Project has snuck into their ad, to advertise. You see? You just look at the TV, every time you look at the TV, you just see Will Smith slapping fucking Chris Rock. Oh. How many times do you reckon Will Smith has slapped Chris Rock if you count every view as a slap? How many times do you think that Will Smith has slapped Chris Rock by now? Billion times? would have to be getting close, wouldn't it? Like, if every view equals a slap to Chris Rock, fuck me dead, that man's like fucking been slapped more than anyone on earth. It would have to be like the most replayed slap of all time, yeah? It would have to be the highest replayed slap of all time in human history. Have you seen the American professional slap tournaments that they have?
Yeah.
Fucking, how brutal's that shit?
Oh, it's fucked.
Like, you're looking at them, they take some fucking hard hits though, huh?
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised they don't come out with fucking concussion half the time.
And they've got like rules, you can't club and stuff like that using the bottom of your hand and shit like that. There's like fucking like rules and shit in this tournament. It's like, fuck, it's an actual sport in America. This is how brain dead the Americans are. The sports that they're inventing, like fucking, why don't they just invent fucking basketball, for fuck's sakes? At least that was entertaining. I mean, like, they've invented slap championships and all the rest of it. Fuck.
So, yeah.
Have you seen the female ones? Slap tournaments. They've got a female division. Fucking annoying. That's some intense shit. You always get the titty jiggles as they come out and all the rest of it. That's part of it. You know what I mean? Like, fucking, but those girls fucking slap each other. Fucking, like, yeah, they get into it. Don't mind watching a little bit of a slap tournament here and there myself. It's a bit of entertainment. I think I just come across your Kmart dude. Canos was his name? Is that who he was, Chippy? Is it Kmart livery? His name's Canos. I think he's in my race now. Yeah, you said that you were in a race just before with the fucking Kmart livery?
Yeah.
On a Tenza?
There was a couple of them.
Yeah? Yeah, I think he's over here in this race now. I'll see if I can do better in this race when I start at 10. Fuck, I'm racing against 138s. I don't like that. Just gotta keep in the top 10s. That's all I need. Just to keep the fucking driver rating up. Old mate, the subway car. Shit moves, bro, because I tell you what, you don't get held in that day. Flash your headlights at me as much as you want. Okay. Fuck, you're dead. That's chaos comes up. See that. How did I exceed the track limit if I followed his line and he would get a fucking penalty? That is absolute bullshit. Oh, that's for that. Sure that associated to piston movement up and down for a minute.
Next four.
How did that dude not get a penalty for pushing that dude off the back? That was my other one penalty.
You make a difference in the car. Aspirated.
What turbo?
Turbo. Much less better turbo than a supercharger.
Yes, that will sort of matter on the roads and that. I prefer turbos myself personally.
So the type Jaguar has super.
They both do essentially the same thing, I think, like, you know, just fucking boost the engine. One's turbocharged and one's supercharged. Sick Unit will be able to explain that shit better to you. Mr. Sick Unit, expertise please. Sick Unit, Sick Unit.
Oh, garbage.
Oh, let's have a look at that while we're sitting here, Drags. What's the current count on races, etc., etc. We have had 53 clean races out of 120 races total. 5 victories, 3 pole positions, 3 fastest laps. Let's quickly go get this Jeep, Drags. You should be able to get it in one turn. Big one. I should imagine now that I should be able to go boom, hop in the Jeep, start, get gold. Let's do this shit.
If you want to go, they're both the exact same, right? Besides one thing being displacement. One has displacement in it, and the other didn't. And exactly.
I don't know on that one. Yeah.
You need to go for something that has displacement or something that zero displacement.
That I would not have a clue. Too technical for my life, this tricky. You told me I still can't do this trick, what? Even with dirt tyres, I still can't do it, Chafee. I've got to get this Jeep just so I can fucking have a Jeep race. Have a Jeep race. Fuck yeah, she's a lot faster on the dirt, aren't she? That's better. Let's go catch the last dude. Can I catch him? I think I can. No. Retry one more time, Drags. It's a better time, though, at least. It's still fucking hard, though. No lie. around him. So fucking close. Come on, just give me the fucking gold.
So if you look more stood out fuel usage.
Well, actually, that's what I should recommend too, Cheesy. In the main menu, up the top corner, when you click on that Gran Turismo logo, there's a thing there called Beyond the Apex. That will have the answer to basically all of those questions in sort of like textbook form. Totally forgot that was there. That fucking time, gold, Drags, gold. That's the way. Drags owns the fucking Jeep. Yay! I didn't even get close. Hey, Ricky Bobby and Chiefy, you're faster than that YouTuber I watch. These are the top two. So the second and third you guys got on that. Oh, no. Exit.
Which one was that? Oh, the Jeep.
Yeah. Here we go. Here's Drags' Jeep. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Well, we can have the Jeep race. Whatever computer wants to have the Jeep race now. 27 collector points. Fuck you there, that's nothing.
Yeah, the Tenza, if you look at all the fucking... Just
Across the board, pretty balanced, yeah.
oh, way there. That's group 3.
Well, that's the best thing about it, Chief. With the Atenza, there's a Group 3 variant and a Group 4 variant, and both cars are very similar on dynamics, you know what I mean? Like, you will notice that they drive different, but they drive pretty similar at the same time. The main difference being is that the Group 4 is a four-wheel drive car, and the Group 3 is a rear-wheel drive car. There's your biggest difference.
Okay.
That's why I don't mind the Group 4 Atenza, because it's a bit more sort of, you know, I've got to drive it a bit differently, but it is a four-wheel drive, so I can probably push it a bit harder and shit like that. And then, yeah, the Group 3 is a rear-wheel monster, but it's very steady on the track. And if I compare that to its, say, you know, its Group 3 counterpart being the RX Vision, that thing is nice, looks nice, sounds nice and all the rest of it, but it's just too light and floaty in comparison. The Atenza's got some weight to it. I don't know, it just feels like it's got weight to it when you're driving it, you know what I mean? It doesn't feel like a carbon fibre shell. I mean, and look at it, it's such a beautiful car. And it's not overdone or underdone, it's just nice. It's just the right amount of style, in my eyes. Follows the rules of cars, like, I mean, like the curves and that type of stuff being natural and, you know, nails it. Ugh. I turned on the daily race tracks. Really start raking in the cash soon when they fucking bring in the April changes. Ah, I just missed the entry period. Oh, well. I have to wait. All good. Oh.
Four-wheel drives compared to like a front rear. The drive. Which ones are quicker, you reckon?
Well, the four-wheel drive technically because you got all four wheels spinning at the same time. The engine's driving all four wheels, whereas if you go on front to rear, the engine's in the front, but it's only power in the back of the car.
Yeah.
So for control and stuff and grip, yeah, probably the four-wheel drive. But for pure speed, the rear-wheel drive. See, I'm not too technical on cars and that. I mean, I used to technically drive front-wheel drive cars in real life, which is totally different again. You know what I mean? Because the engine's in the front, delivers the power to the front wheels. So it sort of pulls the car as opposed to pushing the car. Different beast to drive. And I was actually a really good front-wheel drive driver in real life. And then here I come to video games and I struggled with rear-wheel drive and shit like that. Now I don't know, I prefer rear-wheel drive to a degree. My theory in my head was always that a rear-wheel drive car doesn't make sense, because if you think about where cars start with the horse and carriage, you have the horse at the front pulling the carriage, so a front-wheel drive car makes sense. A rear-wheel drive car would not make sense as far as a horse and carriage is concerned. You should have the horse behind the car pushing it, and that just didn't make sense, yeah? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's why I struggled to drive a rear-wheel drive car. I just couldn't get the idea of the powers behind me, not in front of me.
So, just sort of assessed.
What I would do,
Group 4
Chiefy.
cars.
Yeah.
Group 4 cars. I've checked out all their numbers. And I'm down to 3.
Yeah, and what's your top 3?
I've got the Viper.
Oh, yeah.
Viper.
You gotta remember, they're tail happy. They're very tail happy if you get them wrong, though, because they've got a lot of power in them.
Front, rear.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's their front. So, yeah, they've got a little bit, so they've got a bit more torque, yeah.
And they're big. They're a boat, Chiefy. They feel like a bit of a boat because they're pretty wide.
They're only 1,400 kilograms, and the other one, the Jaguar.
Oh, but the width of them, it's got a fat ass. The Dodge, it's got a real fat ass.
As long as you're not losing any power.
Yeah, but just let you know that's the way I see that car. That car's a good car, yeah, but it has a fat ass. Has a fat ass.
Fat ass car. So that's a naturally aspirated one too. So that's the top 3 I've got.
Yeah.
So one's a naturally aspirated.
Yeah.
I got the supercharger. One's a supercharger and one's a turbo. So I found the best in every category. Well, the supercharger's in its own category.
No, so you've got the Dodge in that one.
The Dodge is the aspirated one, the best of the aspirated, and the best of the turbos I found was the Nissan GTR.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking
that's a good choice.
GTR.
That's a good choice. And the third?
That was that one. So it's Jaguar, the type Jaguar.
Yeah, not bad.
Supercharger.
Yeah.
So that's got a fair bit of power as well. Max power, max torque.
I'd take each one of those cars out on the track and give them a test, you know.
I want to drive the 3 of them, so I don't have them, so
how much are they?
One. Well, they're all 350,000, 350 grand each.
Fuck. Which one out of those three do you really lean towards? That's the thing.
I'm leaning towards. I want to try the Jaguar because I just want to check out this supercharger.
It's not a bad car. The Jag's pretty good. I don't mind it.
It's
I'd
got a
rate it.
really good. It's this placement is $4.99. That'd be good for like long races, endurance races. So longer laps where you have to actually
Come to the dark side, Chief. You come and join Mazda.
the Dodge Viper's got all the power. So I don't know.
Come and join the dark side, Mazda. Mazda.
Mazda.
Mazda.
Turbo Nissan GTR. I just like to look at the Nissan GTR.
Oh, I tell you so, I'd probably go the Nissan if I was you. When I was choosing, I was umming and ahhing between Mazda, Nissan, and fucking Ford. Either the Mustang, the Skyline, or the Atenza. Only because of the time we put into those cars on GT Sport on Bathurst. Those three cars were our dominant Bathurst cars. We seen that lobby ourselves, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, those three cars were the dominants.
The F-Type Jag is so nice. I love the shape. Just look at the fire.
No, let's throw down another qualifier.
Did like it.
And that, is that the cars they give you in the Manufacturers Cup? Like, what are the two choices? It's the V4 and the V3. And that's one thing we also have to think about because you'll be signed to listen. So,
but yeah,
Oh,
there's
yeah,
got to be an idea now what I do manufacturing. The group 4 cars, do 3 games.
I just can't wait for it to double the fucking cash prize for the fucking daily races. It really needs to be doubled because that's not even going to do it. It's not paying like it is.
down.
What's got his attention this time?
Just got to ground and everything. So you can't get no car settings at all, isn't it?
1,000 hours.
Okay. That's pretty good. Yeah, it just comes down to personal drive.
Yeah, it's just driver skill, which is why I like 1,000 power.
Right, car.
Fuck, I come out of that corner so well that night.
That's good.
That's what I gotta do. I gotta work on my fucking suit livery. Can't come out of there fast. Okay.
Right going front.
Service. Fucking went past us through all that balls. Oh, no. Nailed that last one. That's a new, better qualifier. Only slightly. I won 40.3. Moves me up just above straight corners. Fuck. Starting all the way back here on the grid. God damn. Happens in fucking racing amongst the world's fucking fastest. 13th on the grid. Well, makes sense. I am car 13. Okay, fucking complain. So there's the top 10 guys in this race. So there's the just over the top 10. It's gonna be a shit cut start. Yeah.
It's got the carry the extra lock can't have it still.
Ah, that's good. Having a PC. Should have bought shit for the PC. Oh, you will have a Nissan Skyline Group 4 car by the looks of things, Chafee, because that's what I just raced against them. GTR Cho's got a Group 4 Skyline, so they'll also get a Group 3 Skyline, I'm sure you know.
Yeah.
So both your cars, if you chose Nissan, would be Skylines, which is handier.
Yeah, it is.
So it looks like Nissan's Group 4 car. Oh, I got a clean race again. Ah, Trags is just smashing out those clean races now.
Oh, too much.
You hitting up daily race bay, are you, Chafee?
Hey,
Are you hitting up daily race bay?
10 minutes until the race starts.
Is that what you're doing at the moment, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm waiting, I'm waiting myself. Hopefully we'll cross each other in the lobby somehow, by a miracle.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. No shit.
Really gotta hold speed through the corners, Chafee. Like, I've noticed on this track. It's the only way I've been taking any time off myself, like, just by holding as much speed through the corners as humanly possible.
Yep.
This is fucking, like, easier than you've done at times. Watched this dude play this fucking VR fucking game last night, fucking, as I was just fucking watching YouTube. And the VR game that he plays is, fucking, puts on the VR headset that you're in the International Space Station. And you've got to go on a spacewalk. And like, he's like, he takes the headset off about 2 or 3 times. He's like, nah, no way. Like, wow, fuck, my head cannot. Like, I know I'm in my room. I know I'm in my room. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's like, real, it looks really real type thing, you know what I mean? Like, and he's struggling with it. You can see he's visually struggling with it. He takes off the headset now, and he's like, I know I'm in my room, but when I look out that hatch and look down at the earth, it's just like, what the fuck? Like, it puts you so off balance and shit. He goes like, it's hard to describe. And like, you can see he's visually struggling with it and shit, but he's got to go outside and actually do a spacewalk and shit. And like, you can see the panic in him and shit. He's like, fucking, this is like fucking actually really fucking scary.
Yeah, right.
But just like, yeah, like to see where video games are heading, you know, virtual reality and all this. It looked bad, Cheeky. It looked bad, and I can actually like, you're watching like when he sees it all this, you're like trying to wrap your brain around it, how it would be in VR. You're like, yeah, no, fuck that, fuck that, yeah, fuck that. I'm scared of heights and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'd probably have a meltdown. Yes, they are moving forward with some pretty interesting. I mean, like, that's the problem with VR. They're all just like gimmicky things. It's not really a game type thing, you know, but it shows the potential. Yeah. Getting there, like, because that's the thing. They've got to design whole new game mechanics for VR, you know, because what is the goal of VR? We want to be able to interact and feel the world type thing. So until you get to that point, we're not going to be happy, yeah. You know, making your eyes see something is one thing, but you've got to feel like you're there too, yeah? You can't feel like you're standing in a room with something on your face, yeah? That's why those haptic feedback gloves that they're developing at the moment look really fucking promising. Because they've got like these, looks like a spider on the back of your hand, but what it does is it makes it so that you can't clench your fist and stuff like that. Like, it has torsion, so if you pick up a can, it will, you know, make it so that it feels like you pick up a can and shit. We're getting there, we're getting there. And then omnidirectional treadmills, where you stand on this treadmill, and no matter which way you walk, you're on like a treadmill, you know what I mean? Like, we need those too, so you can feel like you're running and walking in the game, you know, like, rather than standing still. Yeah. Fuck, man, you have to be fit to play video games in the future. That's all I'm going to say. You have to be fucking fit. True.
Oh, fuck yeah.
If you're running and shit, like fucking
physical.
Yeah. Well, this dude fucking that I seen, like, just, you know, the game Death Stranding.
Yeah.
How it's just a walking simulator, and you deliver packages and all the rest of it. Well, what he did is he goes and finds this old treadmill on the street, and he takes it home, and he fucking basically sets that up so that that's the controller. That's how he controls the game, by walking on the treadmill. And he walks for about, I think, like 15 minutes, and you see he's like, nah, fuck this shit, I'm done. Like, I'm fucking exhausted and shit, because it's like, yeah, he had to adjust the treadmill, and the motor's broken in it and stuff like that. But yeah, you see, when he's walking, he's really struggling, but as he starts picking up pace on the treadmill, and like, he's got no motor in it, so it's hard to get it to rotate and shit like that. But you see fucking Norman Reedus on screen start walking as he's walking and shit. And he's got like this control pad mounted on the front of the treadmill that he can use just to sort of walk left and right. I mean, it's just been watching videos like that, you're just like, fucking, there's some creative cunts out there that, you know, like, really just know what they're doing with, like, you know, I don't know, electronics and shit like that. And they're coming up with some pretty cool ideas. Like, one of these dudes that I've seen is, well, he wanted his mouse, like, he plays a lot of games on the mouse, like, doing first-person shooters, and he's like, this mouse is useless, like, fucking, I need something that's got, like, force feedback to it. So he makes a mouse that when you pull the trigger on the mouse, it actually kicks back in your hand. And the first couple of attempts, it, like, fucking full-on kicks it back in his hand, and, like, well, he's like, oh, motherfucker, it hits the wall and shit. And he's like, yeah, nah, need to slow down the kick at that thing. It's kicking like a shotgun, but probably just a bit too hard. And he just makes weird contraptions like that, like just weird things to control video games with.
Change the experience.
Oh fuck yeah, it changes the experience. That Death Stranding one, bro, you would not play Death Stranding like that. And I like Death Stranding. Death Stranding was a good game. You know what I mean? Like, it definitely was. Four minutes until race time. Put Chafee on my grid. Chafee on my grid. That's all I want.
3 minutes.
Yep, 3 minutes 50. So I could probably cut some more warm-up laps. Is there a new gun in DayZ? 3 days ago, apparently there's a video. The deadly sniper pistol of DayZ. Longhorn versus other weapons. There's like some Longhorn pistol thing that you can... It's like a single shot thing that you can put scope on and treat it like a sniper. Okay.
Let's see that one.
Yeah, apparently, yeah, there's a video about it.
Yeah, that's good. Some...
Sniper pistol though, that's going to be fucking annoying. Sniper pistol would be annoying in that game. We all know what it's like, you've got to manage your inventory and stuff like that. If you could just carry that around instead of a sniper, it's going to be handy, isn't it? Reduce your weight and shit significantly. Be a hard gun to find.
So this morning I talked a little bit about GTA Plus, which is this subscription service that is going to be going live this week for Grand Theft Auto Online, which is like basically attached to GTA 5 since that came out back in 2013. And I started to think about something, and well, it kind of comes down to Rockstar and how much they've changed since the GTA 5 release, and how a lot of newer gamers are just completely unaware as to what Rockstar used to do nearly 20 years ago. We're going to talk a little bit about that here.
Oh, yeah, this dude's still my idea. I talked about that the other day, remember, Chafee? I mentioned that the current gamers playing the game don't know what Rockstar was like 20 years ago when they were a good company. They just accept Rockstar for as they are now, yeah, with microtransactions and shit. They don't know about the time pre-microtransactions. I suppose that's our job as the old gamers to say, hey, there was a time when gaming was different, and we can go back to that if you fucking can't stop buying microtransactions. Back to that argument, you know what I mean, Chafee? Like, I suppose, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, because the younger generation knows no better than buying microtransactions, Chafee, is, you know, they've always been there for these kids. They don't realise that there was a time when they didn't exist at all, and the only reason that they do exist now is because they buy them. Yeah? Like, as you know, me and you, like, we're old school gamers. We don't really like microtransactions because we understand what video games were before microtransactions, and we want to see that again, yeah? Whereas this younger generation has no concept of that at all. Because, you know, there's been not microtransactions in games ever since they've been born. Yeah? The entire younger generation of gamers have been brainwashed into believing that, yeah, you've got to have microtransactions to make games work. Well, we know different. We know that games back in the day didn't need microtransactions to be successful. They just needed to be good games, yeah? Gone are those days. We're like fucking fossils in the gaming landscape, Chiefy. Like, literal fucking fossils. Like, because we existed in a time when there was no microtransactions, and these kids nowadays playing GTA and all the rest of it, they couldn't even fathom that. A time before microtransactions, did you live with the dinosaurs? True? And that's why they're so freaking susceptible to buying these microtransactions, Chiefy. Because to them it's normal. They've always been there. It's a shame, they really are. Wish kids could see. Yeah, I wish kids could see what games were like back in the day, where they actually got a full game with no microtransactions and it was fucking enjoyable. You know what I mean? They didn't have to buy the things that they liked. The things that they liked were in the game. So, like, I wish kids nowadays could see that shit, because if they could see that shit even, like, you know, for a little bit, they'd be like, well, why the fuck do we have to buy microtransactions? And they would revolt. You know what I mean? They'd demand that the video game companies go back to the old way, because they would feel like they were getting robbed. They didn't get to experience the golden age, yeah? It's all possible. I'm telling you, it's all possible. We can reverse the entire industry if we want to as gamers. Just gotta listen to the crowds. It's kind of the truth. The only way you're going to do it is to unite together and ban the shit. Ban it our way, our say. I say no, I'm buying it. Great. That's a miracle that's never going to happen, yeah? Got fucking the better chance of Jesus Christ coming back and fucking telling them to stop buying microtransactions this year. Alright, come on, Mr. Master of Stocks, I know you. Fuck, that glare isn't right coming off that windscreen. Sorry, the rear window of that car in front of that. Oh, it's so bad, isn't it, Chippy? On this track. Come down over that hill, the sun just hits the cars, right? Come on, Master, these stocks, don't do that shit. You too, fuckers, behind me. Go enjoy the sound of the car. Have some sound cars as well. Motivator. There's that sun again. HDR, it's beautiful. Fuck, it's real. I just can't find my groove. Every lap I do seems to be just different than the previous one. I don't like that. There's too many options to take on this track. There's too many different ways around it. I like it. I've already decided the most efficient, but I don't know which one it is. That's how you want to do that section there, guys. The bumps there, that's the achievements just don't put out. I think I just bounced off both of them. Yeah, you're coming, dog. That was fucking ugly. The slipstream fucking went. Fucked in the slipstream went around that. Fuck me, man. That last corner coming onto the straight. Oh my god. Oh, that was bad.
I think he tends as the fucking the meta.
No, on this track, yeah. This track, yeah, because it's got good fucking control through the corners, and it's also got fucking amazing top end speed. It's a meta here for sure.
Probably the most power.
Yeah.
You can't beat just straight up power.
Well, you can, I mean, but that's the thing, it's friggin', you can, like, with balance and all the rest of it, and, like, everything's balanced power and that. It's just that this car handles this track really, really, really well, I'm not gonna lie. It's a joy to drive, to a degree. It gets a bit skiddy, but it's a joy to drive. But next week you watch, like fucking when they reset, this car will go to shit. It won't be worth its fucking weight on the track. It'll be crap. I'll have to buy another one. Unless I'm committed to just keep on racing the Atenza and just be a fucking stubborn dickhead. You know what I mean? But I'm pretty sure that when they change the races and that, I'll be buying a new Group 4 car. I'll go to another one. Why not, drags? Curry Bickmore. God, give me some of that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, but give me some of that.
She's MILF. She's MILFy.
MILFy is over. I don't hear a talk much, but you know, other than that, fuck. I know that sounds harsh and shit, but I don't know, she's brainwashed. She's a fucking TV host. I don't want to listen to that. Friendly Geordie's latest video was not a bad one. Talking politics again, of course. You know, they need to get rid of the liberals. Oh, we've got to do it. It's almost a no-brainer this time round, Chevy.
I'm gonna go to him about it. So I will catch you tomorrow.
Too easy, Mr. Chevy.
Yeah,
actually, mate. Yeah, it's getting to that time. I actually might take your cue, Mr. Cheeky. And try to get an early night. Anyway, I'll see you on tomorrow.